respond to some of the issues that have been raised by my brother Mbae Daktari. I think it is very wrong to allude to the fact that IEBC blatantly are going to rig election by saying, and that's what he's trying to say, it is unverified, and you are publicly saying that the IDs, there is a likelihood that the IDs that are missing in the neighboring county, Nakuru, will be used in Ol Kalou.
Outsiders voted in Mbeere, full stop. Outsiders voted in Mbeere. That's all.
But I wanted just you to tell the country, you know, those are the fears that we send before a general election like this. It brings a lot of fear to the nation.
It was a little fear in Mbeere.
Because you cannot say that an outsider can come and vote here if this was a polling station.
Mm-hmm.
I want to believe every voter is registered. And if you see like 10 people, really, you're claiming 1,000. 1,000 is quite a number. Remember, those are how many polling? That is a whole polling station.
Mm-hmm.
That a whole polling station with all unknown people are voting, and the locals are okay with it. I mean, what does that speak to the preparedness of IEBC in any election? So I think that is so wrong, because you're sending a lot of fears to the country.
And why would you even go? And why would you go to an election that you have no confidence in? If you believe 1,000.
I'm not protecting IEBC, but as a player, no, because I'm a player.
No, don't protect IEBC.
No, I'm a player. But when you say that, and I'm going to vie in Bondo, then is it that people will live in Rarieda, or people will come from Alego, Usonga, or Game and come and vote? What are you trying to say?
I don't know. I don't know the point of discussion here. I'm just saying there was an anomaly in Mbeere which will not work in Kalou this time.
And you're alleging,
we know what happened by the way.
You're alleging
that a repeat of the same will happen this time around.
I'm saying we are suspecting there are people who have been promised, given money, had deposited.
No, you talked about the IDs. It's the IDs.
Yes. I'm saying this.
Nakuru.
We are wondering why. The question is, we are investigating. And number two, it happened in Mbeere. And number two, also already. Now leave alone the ones who have disappeared. People have been given deposits, being promised by politicians from around the place that they will go.
These are serious allegations. Have you raised the same with the IEBC?
We are telling them,
Rachel.
This time around, those are the rules we have sealed.
Continue.
They will not vote.
Continue, Rachel.
And you are still confident getting into the same election?
Do you know why we are confident? Because we have sealed the loophole. We know why.
So it won't happen.
Then that's okay.
It will not work.
If it's not going to work, then those are some of the things that you need to talk to IEBC about and tell them, in the case of this, these are the mitigation measures that you need to take. Because we all want verifiable and credible election, be it a by-election or a general election.
IEBC have their own problems. We deal with it in from August.
Okay.
So that fear needs to be addressed in all fairness. Talking to what you're talking about the CSS, the PSS, appearing to be campaigning in Ol Kalou. I think that's what we earlier started with, and we are seeing a lot of development going to that direction. And all the CSS or the PSS that are in Ol Kalou even today, possibly they will be there, are going there with a development agenda, either a government program to be implemented or something to be done within Ol Kalou. And that's why I'm asking, are these pre-planned programs, and then it just happened that the by-election is happening around the same time, or this is a way to woo voters to like the government and, quote unquote, support the government candidate? And so I want to believe that we need to separate these two things, really. That when a government does something for the people, it's because they are supposed to implement those particular programs for those particular regions, and this needs to be replicated across the country, not just for Ol Kalou. Because when we see all these things are happening at the same time in Ol Kalou, and we never saw these things happening, for example, in the by-election that happened last year, let me say like the one in Mbeere or Gunja, for example, we never saw this magnitude of development going. And that's why, for me, I want to take it as these are government programs being rolled out. But again, our constitution does not allow PSS, any government official, to campaign, any civil servant to campaign. And so that is so wrong. If any of them is found campaigning for any candidate, be it a DCP candidate who is your brother, or is it a UDA candidate, it is just wrong, and that particular CS or PS should actually vacate office.
Okay. At least the conflict of interest law allows CSs to campaign, but for PSs, and we've seen quite a number in Ol Kalou, what does it say? Back to the same question. There are serious questions to be asked here. If this was happening in your constituency while you're running, don't you think you would raise the same questions?
I think first, let me get back to the outrageous comments of Dr. Mbae and admitting his pain. You know, when you lose, it's painful. It comes with it.
They're yet to lose. It's a week away.
And those, when you lack strategy of winning an election, and whether you win or lose, it is determined by the voters, and it's determined by the agenda that is being sold to them. And so it's completely outrageous to try and accuse IEBC of stealing elections, particularly using the word stealing. We've come of age in Kenya with a robust IEBC where a vote of every voter counts, and that is known. So Mbae and team should accept that they lost fair and square in the previous by-elections in Mbeere, in Banisa, in Magarini, in Unguja, in Kasipul Kapondo, in Malava, and they should prepare also to lose next week, because that is a fact. It will be counted. Now, as to whether PSS ministers are allowed to campaign, the PSS are not campaigning. They're simply executing programs of the ministries. They're actually on duty of government, even ministers. And of course, ministers, if they want to campaign, they've been allowed, because those are the political leaders of the ministries. And at the end of the day, still, if you get down to Article 38 of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, every citizen is granted a political right, and that you cannot take it away. What is important is that let us sanitize our electoral system, so that then people are able to campaign, people are able to sell their agenda. If it is government, government should be able to execute their programs, because government operation is not closed in a constituency, neither is it suspended for that period when there are campaigns. So government operations, government business cannot be interrupted because of an election. So you'll see the PSS working, you'll see the county coordinators working, you'll see all civil servants working and executing their programs. If it is about electricity, last mile connectivity, which is a major program across the country, connecting homes is a major program of the government of Kenya. You will see PS Wachira executing that work as accounting officer. And you know, when homes are connected to electricity, they will not be recalled after election. It will be a continuous thing. So these are government workers on duty. And
ukurasa wa 4 wa gazeti la Taifa Leo, transformer Mbeere zaondolewa. I'm just reading from the newspaper.
No,
it's actually on the front page.
Those are newspapers. Those are newspapers. Those are stories that cannot be verified. And we don't have a tool here, Fred, to verify information that may not be accurate. And so what government officers are doing, they're implementing the program.
From Mbeere who went to Ol Kalou and confessed, and he was a witness that it was the removal.
Wakazi wa eneo bunge la Mbeere North County ya Embu wamelalamikia kuondolewa kwa transformer za umeme miezi 8 tu baada ya serikali kuwaunganishia umeme kupitia mpango wa